Oh yeah, Mr. Draco in the house first tonight. Hey man, this is Chris with Cycle Source Magazine. It's time. It's Sunday. Time for Shop Talk. We're just 5 minutes out from launching this one live, and man, are we glad to be here. Listen, how many people are bad about home maintenance? 6 years, I think it's been, since we've done a damn thing around headquarters, and for the last 11 days, we've been paying for it. So I'm glad to get back to motorcycle shit. That's all I can tell you, because I am bad at home ownership. Hey, Tom Banks in the house with us, number 84U, Sons of Speed Racers. Steve Henderson, hey now, what's up with you, buddy? Jeff Spalding, where are you guys at today? Hope you're somewhere where it ain't raining. It's not raining in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and that's where we're at. Steve Broyles checking in from Detroit. Man, Bree the Biker, everyone piling in tonight. It's going to be a great show. Listen, we're in the studio. It's live. We're looking for your comments, questions, concerns. Just wherever you're watching from, put your comments up. They'll come up in the little blue box there. We'll get to them throughout the show. 5 dirty bikers with us tonight. So more than just the 2 that normally sit here with the pretty girl, we got 5 other guys willing to sit down and talk with us. Obviously, I'm talking about the 5 dirty bikers who do the infamous podcast by the same name. You don't want to miss this one. 3 minutes out, we're going live with Shop Talk. Stick around. Hey, Brian Woodford in Laconia. Where are you, Chris and Heather? We are not in Laconia. I think we're going to wait until next year when it's the Happy 100, you know? If they make it, we'll be there.
Son of a biscuit eater.
All right, Dakota Dawn is in. Chase number 22. Hey, I know him. Good to see all you guys. Laconia, yeah. What's the other name that they have for that? If my wife was on right now, she could tell me. I think it's Rainconia. Yeah, we're skipping on this one. But hey, see you next year for the 100th. And there's some other big event that's going on there too we'll tell you about as time gets closer. So speaking of wanting to punch somebody in the face, do you know that somebody just mentioned to me the other day that we're under 60 days until Sturgis? That hurt so bad, I almost fell down. Look, Tony Teller, Laconia Flat Track is a ripoff, terrible track. Man, that's a drag. Listen, the one thing to look forward to there all the time is they got Gunstock back. And that would be worth the trip if nothing else. Gunstock Hill Climbs kick ass. Right on, Kenny Hot Rod with us. Lots of people in the house tonight. This is going to be a good one. Just a minute out, and we're going live. It's time to get yourself a drink, kick back, and relax. Get ready for 90 to 120 minutes of all the bullshit we can fit here on Shop Talk. Hey, look at that. Kenny Hot Rod reminding us this is show number 201. We're surprised about a 2. Still going. 201. I can't believe last show we made it across the 200 mark. Kick ass. But anyway, coming down to the 40-second mark, it's time to get this one out of the station and up onto the tracks and go live with tonight's episode of Shop Talk. Here we go. Okay, scooter tramps and chopper jockeys all across the land. It's just after 9 p.m. on Sunday. That means it's time for your favorite two-wheeled motorcycle program, Shop Talk, coming to you live from the Dennis Kirk Motorcycle Studios, 50 floors below the street level. I'm Chris with Cycle Source Magazine. I'm going to be your host in this circus that we do once a week. And, of course, I'm joined by the crew. What's up, everybody?
Tired from them
Howdy,
50
howdy.
flights.
She said, you're tired from the 50 flights.
And
Listen,
that was going down.
We got to talk about the howdy howdy. I don't know how I feel about it.
Howdy, howdy.
I mean, the hay was
Wait.
hay was my favorite.
Do you have a choice? Oh, well,
I'll say whatever I damn
goddamn
No,
well,
you-
please.
You're not kidding.
I'll say whatever I damn well please.
Just
You're
put
not
you-
kidding.
She usually just put you in your place.
So everyone's in Laconia. I'm kind of bummed that we're not there.
Yeah.
I am. I mean, it's hard.
I have mixed emotions about Laconia.
I missed
Right?
the accommodations.
Right. No shit. We had our own island in Laconia. That was badass.
Oh my God. Cycle Source Island. You know, I think I miss Laconia from 20 years ago. Because Laconia 20 years ago
Was off the hook.
incredible. There were
Yep.
people, there were multiple venues and great music, and everywhere you went, there were motorcycles. And now
There's
a
no
road
venues.
with t-shirt vendors on it
There's-
and hill climbs.
There's no venues.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Yeah,
there's the
almost no
racetrack.
venues left.
There's the racetrack. There's the Weirs Beach sign. But,
Yeah.
you know, the roadhouse
But there
is
is-
gone.
Incredible riding.
Yeah.
Absolutely incredible riding. So if you're going up to ride and you want to get that Laconia 99 t-shirt, it's awesome. But get out of Laconia, go ride.
But
ride the
everyone
race
everyone will be there for the 100th, of
Yeah.
course. It's the first rally in the United States, the first one that's going to make it to 100. It's also going to be, I believe that's the official anniversary party of the Hamsters, right? Or doing
Oh,
it.
is it?
I believe so. Somebody was just telling me that.
I did not know that.
Lots of stuff going on right now, man. The motorcycle world is buzzing with activities. Today was the launch for the Chicks on 66. Big D is chiming in right now, and he's all tanked up or something.
Tanked up?
I have to step back to Laconia real quick just for a second.
Okay.
On the pre-roll, when you were talking about like, I hope it makes it. It sounded like you were talking to about your grandpa. That you hoped
Well,
he was on your motorcycle.
let's be serious.
No,
I mean,
seriously.
that shit's been on life support for a little while. That's
It
no
has.
joke.
Sort of like
I
Grandpa
was like,
Laconia.
oh.
You just nicknamed Laconia, Grandpa Laconia.
Oh, well, they got the old man in the mountain.
They
They
do.
used to.
No,
Oh.
he's Barney Rubble now.
Yeah, right.
Yep.
And I can say that because I've lived there.
Troy Phillips in with us, Joe Orsini. Jay Rogers is reminding us that the 22 Iowa Hog Drags and Nostalgia Reunion is in 2 weeks. Listen, you know, we have a whole program for motorcycle events here at Shop Talk. We love to post your events, so please send us your flyers, any information that you have, and we try to get to that once a week too. But lots of stuff going on in motorcycling. Like I said, we're going to rip through this so we can get to our guests tonight who are patiently waiting for us in the wings. You're watching Shop Talk. If you don't know what this is, it's 90 to 120 minutes of all the two-wheel bullshit we can fit once a week. We start the whole thing off with a little program we call the news. The Shop Talk World Report is brought to you by Law Tigers. Get the compensation you deserve and get back on the road with Law Tigers. First up in the news tonight, and this comes in from our own Cycle Source Magazine blog. Cycle Source World Report can be found at cyclesource.com. Indian Motorcycle partners with Veteran Charity Ride for 8th Annual Motorcycle Therapy Program. Veteran nonprofit organization uses motorcycle therapy to rehabilitate and support veterans returning from combat. 22 program expands with 3 multi-day motorcycle therapy events. This is such a good story that it took on a life of its own in our social media feed this week.
Well, anytime you give back to veterans, it's good. So
we had one of the founders of the Veterans Charity Ride on a couple years ago, and I think we need to have him on again.
Absolutely.
What they actually do is so incredible because it's so much more than this one ride to Sturgis. They have camps and it's so expensive.
It truly is. I mean,
veteranscharityRide.org in the comment section so you guys can go take a look at it. But I'm gonna see if we can get him back on just to shed a little more light on what they do, because it's such an amazing organization.
And it truly is. Like, you hear a lot of people, and with the different organizations out there that talk about motorcycle therapy. I've seen a bunch of them myself come and go, but like, they really, like Heather was just saying, there's program after program and different things that they're doing that truly makes this about motorcycle camaraderie, community, reinforcing that, and makes it into that therapy.
It's incredible.
Yes, ma'am, it is. Hey, Smokeout, we've been talking about Smokeout until we're blue in the face. But one of the things we announced this week was Hammer's Strongest Biker World event. If any of you were in Smokeout back in Salisbury, one of the key events they used to do was the anvil toss. Now, this got a little bit of back and forth going on the social media this week. We're taking this to the next step. So there's going to be 3 stages. In these 3 stages, there'll be an Atlas stone type event where people have to carry weighted V-twin motors. Stage 2 will be deadlifting, but it's going to be a barbell made out of a Sportster hardtail frame, and the hammer throw, but we're doing that with a set of flywheels. So lots of great information about that at smokeoutrally.com. You can sign up today and even get a free event t-shirt. For people don't understand what this is about, because that was the back and forth on social media. They were like, why is this happening at a motorcycle event? I'm going to make sure I say this one more time clearly. If toxic masculinity offends you, you don't want to come to Smokeout. That's all I got for you.
Yeah, right.
So all I want to know is, they have to sign a waiver before they do this, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because, like, if one of these guys with a beer belly, thinks he can carry that
pulls
motor,
a hammy,
pulls his back out, it ain't my problem that he's got.
Dude, listen, and I'm counting, like, if you think for 1 minute that I'm waiting for a national, like, level televised contest here where guys are all ripped up and throwing around motors, no, I'm specifically looking for the gag reel. I'm right. Waiting. I want to see.
You better get rubber motors.
I don't want rubber motors. I want
real. I want real. Bottom line.
This, like, I can picture in my head the 1,002 ways that this is gonna go epically wrong.
I want drunk Bubba and do it again, guy. That's what I want. Go ahead, Bubba. You show him. You can do it.
Hold my beer, guy.
Come on, Bubba.
There's gonna be a lot of hold my beer, guys.
Yes, there is.
All right, Isle of Man is going on. This is bad. I mean, Isle of Man is no joke, dude. And every year it's somebody. Isle of Man TT22, Roger and Bradley Stockton have died. Roger and Bradley Stockman have died following an incident on the final lap of the second sidecar race at the 22 Isle of Man TT. Roger and Bradley were father and son, driver and passenger, respectively. The duo from Crewe, Cheshire, were involved in an incident at Argo's Leap just under 1 mile into the second and final lap of the race. Roger, 51, was an experienced racer at the TT, with today's race marking his 20th. I can't get through the whole story and talk about the gravity of this, because the one thing that you hear consistently when people talk about, hey, are you going to race? They interview some of the biggest racers. Are you going to race Isle of Man? And racers will come out and say, no, I don't want to die.
Yeah.
And that's for real shit right there.
Yeah, that's
Has there ever been a race where somebody has not perished, Chris? I don't know.
I'm
that
not
there
sure.
Has.
Yeah, I don't know, but I know those guys, they go there to put it on the line. So
yeah.
Oh, it's incredible.
Yeah, and I mean that's the deal, man. It's good to see that there's still stuff that you can do like that, and we live in such a litigious society. You can't imagine cancel culture and everything else hasn't gotten rid of everything that doesn't come with life jackets and bumpers.
Right.
But hey, there's Ride to Work Day to look forward to. Sometimes I just can't help it. Sure, it's every day for a lucky few, they say, but the third Monday in June provides all of us a chance to show solidarity by joining in the Ride to Work movement. Ride your motorcycle to Ride to Work Day, June 20th, 22, and demonstrate. the number of motorcyclists to the general public and politicians. Motorcyclists are from all occupations and walks of life. Motorcycles can reduce traffic congestion in large cities. Motorcycles are for transportation as well as recreation. Now, let's get to the one point that nobody seems to be talking about here on motorcycling. Gas is like $23 a gallon right now. Right. Ride your damn motorcycle, even if it's not to work. If you're going for groceries, if you're going down the street, you should be riding your motorcycle. It's expensive.
If I can just find a motorcycle that will haul all my tools. Anybody knows of a motorcycle out there that could
sidecar? Get a sidecar.
Yeah, I need a big sidecar. Well, we built one of those.
Well,
Maybe
we know you can build one. Remember?
Yeah. It's in my garage. We got to give it a shot.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh,
New
Jesus.
use for it.
Never even thought of that.
So, I answered my question about Isle of Man.
You're answering our question.
1907, when the Isle of Man TT began in 1907, there's only been 1 year without a fatality, and that was in 1982.
No shit.
And it's amazing they still, with like you're saying, with that sort of soft skin or thin skin society, they even let it go on. But again, these guys go there to prove, you know, maybe in a sense,
dude. And if
life,
if you're out there and you love motorcycles and you've never seen even footage from this race,
dude, it's nuts.
Go spend some time on YouTube and watch it, because it scares the shit out of me. I get worried for the people watching.
Yeah, that's how I feel about it. Yeah.
So, Round the World Doug, Polly, and Jay all worked the course this year.
Yeah.
And Doug supposedly is writing us an article. Don't hold your breath if you know Doug.
Poor Doug.
But we'll see. I really hope he does, because I'd love to hear a firsthand account of what it's like to be out on that course.
Right on, man. Well, listen, we're getting long in the tooth here. We'll probably come back and get to some of the rest of the news by the end of the hour. But we want to rip through some stuff and get to our guest tonight. The 5 Dirty Bikers are in the wings waiting with us. And we're going to take a real quick look at a feature bike from back in Daytona. When we come back on the other side, we're going to go to the 5 Dirty Bikers. Don't go anywhere. You're watching Shop Talk through the Cycle Source Magazine World Headquarters. Out of Focus is brought to you by Garage Build. Submit your build, share your passion. Powered by Dennis Kirk.
My name is Kenny McDonald. I'm from East Haven, Connecticut. This is a 1948 Panhead. I bought the motor in Virginia. It's original Harley, matching belly numbers, good numbers on the top, and it came with a title. And I built this bike from scratch. It started out with just this gas tank I had on a chopper I built in 1990. And it was laying around my garage for like 15 or 20 years. I kept looking at it and I kept staring at it and decided it was time to put it back up. And I built the whole bike around the gas tank. I put custom bars on it. I don't like wires and cables all over the place, so you can see there's nothing in the way here. I went to Hog Halters and I bought lower legs. I bought my tree somewhere else, and I have a hydraulic clutch, open belt. I have a sproder on here. I made it like old school, new school. Put some new things on it. The paint work is done by my friend and my neighbor, Billy Streeter. And he's like one of the best painters in the world, in my opinion. And this is a story of my life. The whole story from the beginning to the end, from my childhood through addiction. And I'm leaving this to my grandkids. This is that's why my picture's all over the place. Billy put it on a few extra times more than I would like to say, but I'm leaving it to my grandkids for a family heirloom. And I have another couple bikes that I have 3 grandsons. They all pick which bike they want. Now I don't even have a bike. This part of the paint job is it's an addiction theme. When I was younger, I had a little issue with addiction. I got cleaned up, and I've been clean for like 26 years, but it has me riding behind a skeleton, and it says jails, institutions, and death. I also have on the back side of my fender a handful of my friends who died due to addiction as a reminder of what drugs do to you. This here is my neighborhood. This is like the Q Bridge. It says old school forever. Down here, the artist threw in a little extra something I didn't know about. It has me getting chased by the cops on my old Panhead back in the old days. This side here is just I work for the railroad, and they have me riding on the side of a locomotive, pulling a stone car, and a girl flashing the train, and I incorporated the taillight into the paint job. So we have a tunnel on this side coming out on that side, and this here is my nickname is Mouse. I like to cook. So we have a cookbook, says Easy Rider Home Cooking. It says 1 plump chick, Harley oil. The women usually catch the mice with cheese. We put a knife there to put an end to that, and if the mouse wants to catch the woman, I got a big bag of cash here sitting in the mouse trap, so when she comes around the corner, she's getting trapped, thrown into the pot, and getting ready to get eaten. And over here I have demons chasing me, a different part of my life, and through a canyon. And we have Mighty Mouse flying, like he usually saves the day, but we have him with a big hamburger with a woman inside of it with a big bite out of her. He doesn't always save the day. I work on my bike in the garage. I'm not a master mechanic. I've been taking bikes apart, putting them back together since I was 19 years old. And I just go in my garage, I get an idea in my head, I start piling up parts and start putting them together. And I have a friend of mine, he's a real good mechanic, Mark Allen, and he helps me with all the technical things. And I couldn't have built half the bikes I built without him, because he's the technical end. I put it together, I designed it, and I try to make things work. I ride my bike every day. I mean, shows are really a little bit tough for me, because I don't like sitting here all day watching my bike in a parking lot. I'd rather get on this bitch and ride it, you know? My name is Kenny McDonald. I'm from East Haven, Connecticut. I built a 48 pan head, and I'm a Dennis Kirk garage builder.
Michelle, I'm making a trophy for a old school chopper show at the Full Throttle Saloon, Monday, August 8th, at Sturgis. There's no winner or loser at this show. However, we're going to be giving out this trophy for the Baker Drivetrain Best in Show pick. Be there, be square, see you in Sturgis. Burt fucking Baker, TV.
Riding takes you from A to B or just lets you escape. There's a flow to the road you share, so go with it. Eyes open, and always have the Law Tigers by your side. If you've been injured in a motorcycle accident, visit us at lawtigers.com. Law Tigers, America's motorcycle lawyers.
Okay, welcome back to Shop Talk. We are in the Dennis Kirk Motorcycle Studio. Thanks for being here with us tonight. Listen, when we were watching the feature bike thing, I have to tell you, it occurred to me that it was a little unnerving, the whole thing about catching the women and getting ready to eat them. And he had one in a hamburger bun.
When he was like this is me. I'm the mouse. I like to cook. I'm like, what are you cooking? Because I couldn't see that. Like,
I feel like at any point we may be sequestered by federal grand jury to produce this video. But
oh boy,
no, Kenny's a great guy.
I
and
know.
Such a good supporter.
And a really, really good story, man. I mean, he's taken a lot of his energy and refocused it into some positive stuff. So, hey, man, we got a great lineup here for you tonight. 5 Dirty Bikers. If you guys are not already tuned into this podcast, you need to check it out because they are a bunch of fun, and we're gonna go and learn a little bit more about them tonight with you. Let's go to the lines and check them out. Just Hanging Out in the Shop is brought to you by Spectro Oils, made in the USA since 1966, the best oil on planet Earth. 3 of the 5 Dirty Bikers.
Oh, wow.
What's going on, everybody?
What's up, guys? How are you?
Good. It's good to see you all again.
Very good.
Man,
I gotta say, since the beginning of the show, you 3 are the most patient people I've ever seen. You didn't move. Normally, it's like you see dogs attacking people, curtains falling down, the screen goes blank. You 3 haven't moved. It's like
I just froze my screen so I could go piss.
Well, isn't one of you sitting on the shitter?
Yeah, I'm pretty close. Yeah, I mean, it can happen. So, like, if my face changes during this,
you know what's going on.
What's going on. So just,
Why did you guys start
he'll get
by
real
telling
quiet.
Everybody who's who?
Yeah.
what's that?
I said, who's who? Tell everybody who's who.
There you go.
Sure. So I'm
Introduce
Ryan.
yourself,
I'm one of the original members from the 5 Dirty Bikers podcast, and I have a 2017 Road King special, and I like to ride as much as I can all over the country. So they don't want your life story; they just wanted your name. Man, fuck you, fuck you already. Yeah, old bastard.
I almost felt at one point like we should have said, "Hi, Ryan," like you do it. Well, am I the only one that goes to those meetings? Yeah. You guys kiss my ass too.
Yeah.
We'll do it on the next one.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Next.
T-Dog.
Oh, my name's Tony, and I'm a bikeaholic.
There you go. See what this is the part where we're supposed to go. Hi, Tony.
Hi, Tony.
Yeah, hi. Yes. Hi, Tony.
Fuck you, Tony.
Fuck you. What's your name?
Hey, everybody. I'm Dustin. I'm also one of the original members of 5 Dirty Bikers. It's good to be here on Shop Talk.
Right on, man. So listen, let's get this thing started by talking about the origin of 5 Dirty Bikers, like how this came to be, how you guys got together and came up with the idea to do this in the group capacity and bring it out to people.
Well, it goes back, I'd say, about close to 4 years. A lot of us really met each other through YouTube. We all had similar bikes. We all watched each other's videos, and before you know it, we're all in a group text. And then the jokes were strong. I'm going to say that.
Yeah.
So we figured we need to record this.
We probably never want anybody to see that thread ever. We'd probably catch a charge. For sure catch a charge. More than one.
So that's pretty much where it started from, and the last 3 years of it has just been what it's been. It's been a blast. It's awesome to hang out with these two guys, and of course Brittany and Percy who aren't here tonight, but they're probably in the side chat. They're probably watching right now. Want to give them a shout out too.
So who did somebody already have the technology? Did you have to go through that part?
No,
it's fucking rough.
It was rough.
We had nothing. Man. We had literally had nothing.
We had nothing. Our first 2 podcasts never really made the air because they were so bad. And like I said, we had these dick-shaped microphones. I mean, it was just, it was so bad at the beginning. I mean, just a huge learning curve.
Yeah, I think Tony dubbed them the dongophones because every time if your internet was wacky and your mouth was wide open, it looked like you were going to deep throat the microphone. It was hideous. I mean,
mine. Hey, to be fair, mine was box shaped. So I had no problem talking into a box.
Yeah. Jesus Christ, we're gonna get them thrown off. All right, we need to settle down.
Oh, this is good. It's good. That was last.
Well, wait, we want to see those first 2 episodes. Bottom line.
Right? Yeah. Where we dial this up?
Yeah, right.
Oh, I don't even know what happened to them. They're probably gone, long
In
gone.
a digital toilet somewhere.
Yeah, they were just awful.
You know, last week we were celebrating our 200th episode, and we talked, of course, about all the trials and tribulations coming up. And what I was talking about, that I would, like you guys said tonight, about how professional we are, and Mark admitted that we totally have you fooled. But the big deal was when we got the move. When we used to have a guest on, it was through a thing called an iRig, and it came in through my cell phone. So their picture would be on the screen, and the lower third would say "on the phone with," And when we finally got to have a guest on with real video, it was like, wow, we're moving up.
Oh, see, we were scared of video at first. We were strictly audio. And really, we are strictly audio. We do some video, but yeah, we were through a big learning curve. It was a lot.
Yeah, we use the video really just for the conversation piece because, I mean, you guys have 3 people. We have 5. Sometimes it gets pretty squirrely when you're trying to hold a conversation with 5 people and,
right. And trying to switch that.
Yeah, absolutely. And you're talking over each other sometimes, and it takes a minute to get your flow, and so kind of when to talk and when to shut up, and I never know when to fucking shut up, so that's my problem.
Well, and see, though, it makes total, like, perfect sense, right? The way a lot of the stuff that we got started here was from sitting around and either in the shop or, I told you Mark and I were together at the titty bar at the beginning of all this. It makes perfect sense that's the beginning of this story for 5 Dirty Bikers, because the best stuff comes out of that. Yeah. The best stuff comes from that natural conversation. And
we said for years, dude, we should video everything we did. Right? Thank God we didn't. But, we had said that for years. It's just that, it took, obviously, again, Chris does 90% of it. Heather does, Chris and Heather do. I literally show up. You know what I mean? I show up, make a total fool out of myself.
He's good and regular with it now.
Yeah.
I mean, like, he's
8:45. I'm in the door. I'm telling you right now.
So like us, we all kind of have our role. Chris is the engineer, Mark's the old guy with the good stories, and
well, every once in a while I tell a good joke too. It's if I don't fall asleep halfway through the show.
She literally just called you an old guy.
I know, I love it.
Hey, he's gonna live to be 200. That's the deal. So what are your roles? Like, I know, like, is there somebody that, like, for the most part will reel you guys back in, or is it just like, how does that work with you guys?
Yeah, we don't really reel each other in per se. That's probably
the sigh. The sigh.
We
was
spend
priceless.
more time. We spend more time trying to figure out how far we can cast before we reel in.
Yeah, that's a true statement for sure. I mean,
it's usually when I face palm my hand and I go, "This can't make the podcast." That's time to reel it in.
Yeah, that's maybe when we stepped over the line.
Yeah,
we've gotten pretty good, I think, with our flow of topics too. Like, picking something and at least having a piece of it be a good enough conversation that people can follow before we completely go off the rails and drive off the cliff with it. But
I think that's what makes it, though.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Absolutely.
That's like the whole point in being, like, it's not like you're not censored, because in a sense, I mean, you don't want to be a total douche ass. But
right.
On the other thing, that's what makes it. That's what makes the people come back. And in all reality, when was the last time you saw a guy, group of people screwing around, and all of a sudden, it was like they were all censored and worried about what they were going to say,
Right? Yeah. It goes somewhere dark and everybody just goes, okay.
Right.
Well, and I guess that might be part of the benefit of maybe not doing it live, is you have a little, you're not worried about.
Believe me, there's been some stuff where, like, there's no fucking way that's going to make the edit.
Yeah, right. I can relate, because there's a lot of things I'm like, well, that's out there now.
Yeah.
Nothing I can do about it.
Can't get that back.
Well, no, boy, you screwed the pooch on that one. It's out there.
Right.
So talk about what number of episodes are you guys up to?
Oh, Dustin, that's you, bud. You're the edit guy.
We're nailing in pretty soon on 150.
Nice.
Yeah.
So, go over the 150 episodes and tell us some of the highlights. Tell us some of your favorite shows, some of your I can't believe that happened.
Oh God.
I can tell you more
this
of my
year's
favorites.
Halloween was a lot of fun, guys. This year's Halloween was a lot of fun.
Yeah, the Steve Caballero episode was by far my favorite.
That was pretty awesome.
Yeah.
He was a really good guest. Yeah.
The thing too is we've been blessed with so many great guests, and they're really what's helped, kind of push us further in the podcast scene. It's not only our listeners but our guests have really helped project us into the direction that we were hoping to go. So we have to give, like we had you guys on. You guys were a great show. Shade Tree Surgeon, we had him on. I think he was the only one that's been able to out dirty us.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah. There was 45 minutes of that podcast where he spoke for probably 38 minutes straight, where none of us could interject, and we couldn't put any of it on the podcast. It was so bad.
Wow.
It was so bad.
And
I can say this. He started the conversation with, "Hey, you remember the first time you saw your dad's dick?" That's how he started it. And it was just, we were like, oh no.
Oh my God.
And in reality, we were just starting out when we had him on. We were fairly new. So the podcast was trying to find its direction at that point. And
it found it.
It found it with that. I was like, holy shit.
Okay. Either we've damaged Heather completely or her camera's frozen.
She might just be stunned.
Sorry, Heather.
That statement just completely froze her camera.
It did it to us. It happened to us, so I get it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's I still can't get over the first time you saw your father's dick. I just can't.
It's a valid thing. You know what I mean? Everybody's scarred from it. I can remember when I had little ones, my wife would like stick them in the shower with me. But then when they got like waist high, I was like, no. I was like, they'll be scarred for life. No.
Happy Father's Day this Sunday for all you guys watching.
You're welcome.
You're welcome.
So, one of the things that we talked about with and in and around you guys is the Jared Weems and Autism motorcycle charity stuff that was going on. And
yes,
for quite a while you've been running contests to try to figure out what the next autism bike was going to be. It was going to be a chopper, what you were going to have, and you guys have finally come down to a determination on that.
We have.
Dustin,
do we have a
me? Okay.
Yeah, do this.
Yeah, a little backstory for all you that don't know Jared Weems. He's a Triumph bike builder, phenomenal at it, and we actually got to meet him and see his work in the flesh at our event last year in Kentucky. And I knew that Jared had a son on the spectrum, and I'm a autism dad too. And we were at dinner one night, and I had this idea, and I think I ran it by a couple of the guys here. I was like, I wonder if Jared would go for this idea if we collaborated on a bike to do an autism build for charity. So I just we were like, let's do it. Let's see what he says. And I pulled him aside at dinner, and he loved the idea. So we kind of talked about it a little bit, and it's become a reality, and it's been an amazing thing just to see the support we've had from the community. And like you said before, we had people vote on the style. That way our listeners could contribute to the build in some way. And you could see all the amazing work that Jared's done with these Triumphs, and to know that he's going to build a Harley Davidson to match this bike, which we'll get to in a little bit, is just going to be off the charts awesome.
No, he's definitely one of the best. I mean, talented, is one thing, but the work that he's done in the community with the stuff that he built, that was the most impressive.
Yeah, and it was interesting because how we did it was we did like a March Madness, put together like a March Madness profile where everybody got to vote on which bike they wanted, and we eliminated bikes as we went through that process. And of course, Chopper is what won out in the very end. And if we were all being honest, we wouldn't have picked Chopper. We were kind of ready for something, completely out of the box. But we were, at the end of the day, we were kind of happy that we landed on Chopper. And then, obviously the story for anybody that doesn't know the background, we had you guys on our podcast, and you planted a seed, and I think that seed kind of festered inside all of our
God,
brains.
it was their fault.
It was absolutely.
Yeah.
Totally. Yep. And so it festered in our consciousness, and then we kind of got to talking, and we had kind of a FaceTime between all of us and Jared, and once Chopper was picked, we were like, I guess we kind of already knew at that point what we were all going to talk about, which was the direction that was obvious, which was to do a bike that was the other motorcycle in the David Mann painting. That, yep, there you go.
Dude.
That Jared did. And the irony behind that whole situation is we had picked Chopper, and we hadn't announced a direction of the bike yet, and we had a listener of ours that stepped up. He contacted Dustin and said, I have this bike in my garage. If you guys want it, it's yours. Here you go. And it turns out the bike has the same front end.
It was a 75 iron head. So it was.
Yep.
It was,
And he said, he goes, it doesn't run. It's been sitting in my garage for 20 years. Here you go. You guys can have it.
Yeah, I think that was covered when you said 75 iron head.
But Jared did get it running, so it is a riding bike now. It's not.
He released a video today, actually. Him and a buddy of his got it running within 2 hours. They had it on the road, and Jared was
I'm not
riding
saying it's running good.
Yeah,
he did,
but it starts.
Jared said it was running great.
If an iron head runs, it runs good. If it just turns over, it's doing good. Do you know what I mean?
Well,
so
I'll tell you what. I can't say that I'm sorry. I can't say that I'm sorry because, like, seriously, how many things really in our generation, how many things like truly epic ever go on anymore? Like we've spent the last 25 years telling some of the greatest stories of shit that ever has happened in the history of motorcycles, but this thing, like, completely recreating that David Mann painting is ridiculous. Down to they even managed to find the hot dog stand, right?
Yeah. And we're gonna dress Brian up as one of the girls in the picture. For sure. And I mean, we're going all out with it.
If you guys watched our Halloween episode, you'll see exactly where that all came from. I have a 14-year-old daughter who did my makeup. I make a hell of a lady in a blonde wig, so it worked out really quite nicely for us.
It didn't. Okay, moving on.
Yeah, I believe Jared said that stand right there is out in California.
Yeah, there's the 52 that he did, which is a just beautiful bike. It's sitting in the Barber Museum as we speak.
Yeah, that'll be the shit though. Like getting those two motorcycles, that stand, finding a way to physically recreate that a generation and a half later, right?
Yeah.
We just need Tom Selleck.
We need somebody with a strong stash.
You guys listen. That's no joke. You got to be somebody like Tom Selleck or who's your guy, Heather? Who's your mustache guy?
Sam Elliott.
Yeah, there you go.
That's not my mustache guy. That's every woman in the world's mustache guy.
Sam Elliott from Roadhouse.
Yeah.
Yes, of course. Of course.
The Big Lebowski, the dude.
The dude was badass, but nobody pulls off facial hair like Sam Elliott.
No, he doesn't.
I think he even beats Tom Selleck.
He's
I mean, Tom Selleck's been rocking that son of a bitch for decades, though.
Right.
I mean, and it's still black is what I don't understand. I mean, every time I see it, it's like no gray in it. I was like, what the hell's going on here?
He could sweep his garage with that mustache.
He sure could, dude. It's
hell of a booger broom. Yeah.
Oh man. So this is really, really cool. This is really cool. I want to get as much behind this as we can, like whatever we can do to help promote this. I wish we were in a position to actually donate an iron head to the project in the beginning of it, because Jared had expressed some interest about, hey, how can we find an iron head, and I, at the time we didn't have anything, And boy, it sure would have been awesome to jump into it that early. But whatever from this point on that we can do to promote what you guys are doing with that, we want to.
Thank you very much.
We appreciate that.
I can't let too much out of the bags, but we're in final discussions with some people that if we should announce in the next few days, if not the next week, that's really going to push this forward in a big way.
Right on.
So it's going to get a lot of exposure
They're
and a
bigger
lot of
fish
stuff.
than us, and they don't need us no more. No,
No, I'm not saying that. I'm not at all. I was just saying that we're hoping that it's going to help with promotion and getting people out there to actually see the bike.
Yeah.
Because it is such a cool deal. And like you said, it doesn't happen all the time to be able to pull something like this off.
Yeah, to make the deal even sweeter, YouTube channel Blockhead, if you're familiar with him, he actually told Jared that he wanted to help, so he's going to be doing some engine work.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Him and Sick Wide Glide, his mechanic, are going to be getting their hands dirty on the engine work. So we're really, really excited for that too. It just seems like everything that's been working out with this bike is falling into place at the right times, and what it benefits. What it benefits means so much, and I really hope it does help a lot of families and individuals that are struggling with ASD and really need the help. So that's what this is all about.
Yeah, sitting in the position that we have been in, and to be able to be part of this and kind of help curate this part of it, it is really such a wonderful thing to be involved with, and the process in terms of how we've grown our podcast and the connections that we've made that really made something like this possible for us is really a testament to the motorcycling community. You know, we kind of landed in these situations by, just really good people in the community. And it's so hard for people outside of motorcycling to understand what we already know inside of motorcycling, and how people do really step up and do really help their community and do really want to be a part of things like this. And it's probably, I would put motorcycling up against any charitable organization in the country and say that motorcycling is just as good, if not better, in terms of the amount of charity work that it does than any organization out there.
Yeah, and that's the thing, man, that we consistently go back to talking about motorcycle people. Yeah, we're at first glance we're the fringe of society. We're loud, we're rude, we swear a lot, we cut up and everything else. But at the base of all of it is a community like you're never going to find somewhere else.
Yeah, the majority of us have seen some hard times, so we know what it feels like to need or be,
and when
it
comes to something like this too, this is something that reaches into every family. Like, it's something that everybody can relate to.
Yeah, it reaches into your own family.
Yeah.
Yeah, it gives an opportunity, I think, too, for people to view us differently too, right? Like you said, I don't disagree with anything you said, Chris, and we have talked about that all the time. I was in a gas station on a motorcycle trip, and I was on a solo trip, and I was on my second day. I was 800 miles into the trip, and I was in this gas station by myself, and the gal at the gas station asked me, she said, did it ever occur to you to be afraid when you're on a motorcycle trip?
Yeah.
And I kind of looked around, and I thought about it for a second, I guess because I was traveling solo, I don't know. And I looked around for a minute, and she kind of looked at me and she goes, I suppose that's probably true. You're probably the person in here that everyone's afraid of.
Well, it's because you didn't have pants on. You just had chaps.
It could have been that.
People look at you weird when you do that.
It was hot outside. What are you supposed to do?
Okay, it's fine.
My reply would have been, are you trying to tell me something?
Yeah, no shit.
What are you trying to say?
Hey, lady, I'm married. Let's just get that up right off the bat.
Get that up front.
So, I guess now that the pants are off, let's talk about your anus.
Hello.
Oh, there we go.
That was
wow, that's a great lead-in. That was a great lead-in.
That is a great lead-in.
I didn't feel anything on that lead-in.
Well, it's probably small.
gentle.
Right now, it's just a tip. I mean,
Let me know how the rest goes.
Oh Jesus, I can't remember which episode you guys were on when I was listening to the. It was right around the time that you like really started ramping up for the event, and obviously I'm talking about the 5 Dirty Biker event with that you guys are going to Uranus, and there's apparently fudge packing and all kind of, I mean. But I was listening to that podcast and literally pissing my pants because it was like being around Mark and a bunch of the guys from here. Dude, I knew immediately. We had to make sure that we hooked up with you guys.
Yeah, that one was one of the ones that a lot of the stuff didn't make the podcast because it got a little bit too got a little bit too deep,
so to speak.
But no, we are having a motorcycle meetup in Uranus, Missouri. What are the dates, Ryan?
Right there.
Right there.
Right there. July 15th through the 17th.
Yes. We're going to Friday through Saturday, Sunday. Again, we're going to make some new announcements next week, probably tomorrow on this. We've had a change of venue that just happened recently. So we got some changes coming up, but it's going to be a fantastic event. It's for everybody. If you're on 2 wheels, come on and come. I don't care if you're on a Grom. Just don't show up on a fucking slingshot. Everything else is fine.
Finally somebody says it.
Man, fuck a slingshot. You know what I mean? I'll say it. They get no way from me.
Dude, I don't know if you heard us talking about this before or not, but so we do something with Lone Star Rally every year, and Lone Star's sick. I mean, to see 500,000-600,000 people descend on that town for a 4-day event is absolutely off the hook. A lot of it are different style motorcycles and some of the stuff we're used to going to, but they have a very, very big slingshot contingent. And this year, they took it to a completely new, unhealthy level. The slingshots had digital billboards on the back. And I shit you not, like some of them said, single white female looking for good time, and there was a phone number and shit, or like it was the craziest shit in the world. I'm like, is this is what we've come to for real, man?
Oh my God. That just makes my head hurt.
Oh.
No, but from somebody, we actually went out and scouted Uranus back in April.
You sure did.
We sure did.
Tony stayed back. He couldn't.
Yeah, I'm not. I wasn't going.
Now, how does that start out? I mean, do you really just ride around the outside a little bit? Do you
need a razor to start with. If you start with a razor, you're in the right direction.
Okay. Yeah, you got to dip your toes in. You just can't cannonball.
Oh my God, man!
Use a razor. You clean up around the area first.
All right, Ryan. Jesus, you're gonna get him kicked off, dude.
No, we did go down there for a weekend a couple months ago, and we rode out in the Missouri hills. We rode to Lake of the Ozarks. There's a lot of great riding out there.
Hey, I gotta say this. Though we, this was our first trip where we all were kind of going to be doing this on, kind of together just as a single group. And so we entrusted one of our newest members, Brittany, to reserve a place for all of us to stay. So she picks the Ed Gein Murder House for us to stay in our VRBO in Missouri. And I kid you not, there was clown pictures on the wall. There was an unhealthy amount of hair in the bathrooms that was not ours. This place was straight out of a horror show, and we were sandwiched between a Baptist church and a porn shop and a tattoo shop. You cannot make this shit up. I mean, it was off the chain.
And you asked me why I didn't go.
Right.
So you would have had the best time.
Dude, I'm not dealing with like pube tumbleweeds. It looks like Clint Eastwood, the music starts playing from one of his westerns. I'm out.
Right. Yeah, it was for sure so we gave Brittany an unhealthy amount of shit for setting us up in this murder house. And so we stayed there. We scouted out the place. I mean, it really was. You pull off of the highway, and you had to go down a dirt road, to get to this place. It was, if you went there at night, it's not a safe place. It's not.
See, I would have been at the hotel. Fuck you all. I'm.
I would have been more comfortable at the jerk off palace.
Yeah.
Oh my God. All right.
So wait a minute. Legitimately, this is the joint.
It was down a dirt road, just like that.
Yep.
Not as many trees, but
yeah, it looked a lot like that. Yeah, not as many trees. And if you to go like onto the left hand side of that, that's where the porn place was. And there was a tattoo place called Read Between the Lines, and it was just like
everybody come. It's going to be a great time. Come on, come all. It's a great time.
Yeah. So
bring your family. Bring the whole family.
Bring your whole family. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Bring your whole family. Drop them off in Uranus. Pick them up at Ed Gein's house. Nothing bad's going to happen. Don't worry about that.
This is great. So back when we used to travel around with the Grease and Gears garage, when we did the IMS circuit with it, we had similar incidents where one time it would be a palace we'd stay in, another time it was not so much.
Yeah, we had a few top of the liners.
Oh my God! Remember the one that was it was a recovery house.
Yeah, where was that?
In the south side of Chicago.
Was that the recovery house? That's the one that the abandoned house across the street when we come back that night had a party going on in it. And dude, it was an abandoned. There was no windows in the house or nothing.
Yep.
We come home that night at like 1:00 in the morning. There had to be 60 people partying in that abandoned house. It was music and lights, and it was nuts.
Oh man!
Now, from somebody who got fudge packed in Uranus, I gotta say, it is pretty good.
What, being fudge packed in Uranus?
They have a fudge factory in Uranus, and supposedly it's pretty tasty.
Yeah. With or without nuts.
How could you not? I mean, honestly, listen. If your town's name was Uranus, how could you not take full advantage of every sideways joke that you could like that?
Right. Yeah, they even have a little cat walking around named Johnson.
Right.
So you can pet Johnson while you're in Uranus.
What was the mini golf place called? I believe it's called the Putt Pirates.
Yeah. Just open like a week before we got there.
It's fully open now, but it's just open when we got there.
It's broke in by now.
Boy, we're doing very good at promoting this meetup at all here.
But you are. Everybody wants to go to Uranus now.
Yeah.
The greatest part about that, like we're just working on the history of Smokeout. And I'd been to the second one and a ton of them after that, but I never realized the way that they got the first Smokeout together, and this might be news for you, Mark, was a bunch of the horse readers, and this I had to explain as I'm writing this history. I had to explain to people, okay, look, this was before there was social media. We had these things called message boards, and on this message board they had called Back Talk. Everybody was bitching about how they wanted to meet the horse staff, so they just literally picked a town, and everybody rode there. The big event that year, Edge told me, was they all went out for Subway.
Nice.
Nice.
And that's how the Smokeout got together. So I think that's the best shit. I think the greatest shit, like, it said on the ad somewhere, this is a ride out. Not enough of that goes on anymore.
Wonder if there's a Subway in Salisbury now.
See, now I'm hungry.
Great. Sound like Rick.
Subway's delicious.
Is there a Subway in Uranus?
Probably.
I'm sure you get a foot long there.
Yeah. Guaranteed.
No, so Uranus is right next to St. Robert, Missouri, and there are a lot of great places to eat. There's lots of hotels and places for people to stay. It's right on Route 66, so there's a lot of, roadside attractions that people could check out while they're there. We even ate at that breakfast diner, which was awesome. Plan on doing that again. Yeah, so come out to Uranus.
Yeah, I think the other thing to for people to know too, from this is a little bit different than maybe some of the other motorcycle events, and certainly not like it's not a big event. We don't have a bike show or anything like that. It really truly is kind of a meetup where like-minded motorcycle riders can come. Like Tony said earlier, all riders are welcome. It's kind of over the course of 3 days. So we have a meet and greet the first day. We'll have more of an event style with some giveaways the second day. And then the third day, we're meeting at a local restaurant to kind of, show some respect for the place that's been so kind to host us, and have kind of a lunch there and try to get some money back in the community, and have kind of just another place where we meet up there. But it's really a place where people can just kind of go. You can be yourself. You're going to network. You're going to meet a lot of people. You're going to just be able to find a place where you can just chill out and make good motorcycle friends. And I think that's been probably the most important part to us for people to understand is it's not a bike show. It's not I'm not criticizing any of those things. It's just a little bit different of a style of event. And so we want to make sure that people know and understand that going into it. So if they show up and they're like, where are the bikini bike washes and that kind of stuff. We don't have that. I mean, not
Brian
yet.
does that behind the stage.
Tell them
I will. If you want me to wash your bike, I'll do that behind the stage. $20 is $20. I mean,
no shit.
I'm not. I have no shame. So
Listen,
if you want me to wear a banana hammock, it's going to be $25. Just so you know.
I think the show thing though, you're missing a huge opportunity. Because this could literally be, the T-shirt could say,
"Oh yeah,
5 dirty bikers show Uranus."
That's right.
It's too good.
Oh, the opportunity there is definitely wide open.
It's strong. Yeah, it's strong
right.
to quite strong.
Well, and it's only our third year, and so I think we're kind of we're finding our way, right? So we're finding our way with what this looks like, and every year it's gotten a little bit different and a little bit bigger, and so. We're letting the event kind of shape itself a little bit, and it's going to be different this year than it was last year for sure. We can't announce everything yet, but we're hoping to be able to announce some of those big changes coming up within the next few days. So
yeah, we've had some great companies sponsor some giveaways. So we've got people like Lowbrow, Legacy Moto, Renegade Babes, Kuryakin, a bunch of companies that gave us very generous stuff on their part to give away at the event. So you can come win some free stuff if you come out too. Make sure you go home with something.
Right on, man. Well, listen, we'll definitely put a link up for it. But if you guys can get us some video content, we would love to follow up and give people a look inside Uranus.
We will definitely do that. Actually, the people of Uranus, well, not really Uranus, but St. Robert's in Wayneville and Uranus is there. They are throwing their first big motorcycle event in Waynesville in September. It's called Route 66 Hogs and Frogs, I think, and they've invited us to come. So that's something we're looking forward to in September.
Right on. So do me a favor. We're having some technical problems with Heather here. So
oh shit.
Yeah, I lost Heather somewhere.
It wasn't in Uranus.
It was too much. It was too much talk. It was. You lose people when you start talking about it. You know what I mean?
I think the father's dick thing that just
may have pushed it
right over the edge.
Might have been an issue.
Everyone is scarred by that. I don't care who you are. And if you're not, I worry about you.
I'm hoping I didn't actually lose Heather through that. I'm hoping it was a technical thing, but we'll see how that goes. Do me a favor though, tell everybody where they can keep track of you guys and how to get to the podcast.
So you can find us on any of our socials. www.5dirtybikers.com is our website. We are on Instagram. 5 Dirty Bikers is the same name on Instagram. And so you can find us there. All the event information is on our website. So 5dirtybikers.com is where you're going to find all the links to all of our information that we have for our meetup and everything like that. We do have a Facebook page and we also have an Instagram, all by the same name, 5 Dirty Bikers. So
and fuck TikTok.
Dude, thank God.
Yes.
Thank God somebody's on the same page about that as
What
me.
do you mean? You don't want that tens and tens of views?
No,
Yeah.
no, and I don't want pictures. I don't want pictures of somebody's penis. You know, I'm over penis pictures.
Penis pics are out.
I mean,
they were fine for a while, but I'm just over
Man,
it.
those things are
yeah.
played,
I mean,
dude.
that's it.
Yeah.
You know what? Once you've seen one dick, well, unless it's your dad.
Of course, yeah. Unless it's in the family, you know.
Yeah. Your dad's is a scarring one for sure.
Oh, Jesus. So we had a lot of good comments tonight. You guys will definitely want to go back through the show and watch some of the feed if you haven't seen the. Oh, Gary Raphael, this show reminded me I should go for a colonoscopy. That's not good, dude. That's not good at all.
Well, if he finds out that he has a clean bill of health, we'll take credit.
Well, on top of that, if you find colon cancer or something like that early, it's a win-win.
Yeah, there you go, for sure.
Hey, maybe Waynesville has a proctology office that they can come up, set up a tent and give away free screenings.
Oh, Jesus. Right on, man. Well, listen, like I was saying, I hope to be able to bring people a little bit of event coverage from you guys, or maybe have you back on after the event and talk about it. But it's been a blast. Thanks for being here with us. As always, we killed some time like nothing flat with you. It would be totally easy to sit here for the next half hour and make some more jokes. But thanks for being here with us tonight.
Oh, thanks for having us, and
thank you very much. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, and if we didn't say, our podcast released every Monday. You can get it wherever you find your podcast: Apple, Spotify, Google. We're everywhere.
Right on. So wait a minute. While we're doing this and we have it on video, I had you do this for me last time.
But man, fuck Shop Talk.
Yeah, that's it. That's beautiful. Right on, man. Well, seriously, congratulations on everything with Jared Weems and the autism bike. And I think that, not only going to be totally epic, but an absolute righteous cause that you guys are doing that for.
Oh, most definitely.
So anything that we can do to push that along, please let us know.
Oh, thank you very much.
Well,
it's a passion project for us for sure. So those are always the best.
Right on.
For sure.
All right, guys. Well, we'll catch up with you next time.
Perfect.
Yeah, sure will. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
All right.
See you guys.
Dude, does it not seem to you like we went to school with those cats?
Yeah, right. We hung out with them in the shop last night, I think.
No shit.
Funny. Yeah, and they're like comfortable to be around. It's just, again, it's like being with your buddies. It just falls out.
Yeah. Well, you got to be careful with the falls out stuff.
Well, hey, set yourself up.
We're just in Uranus.
You might end up. I was just going to say, you might end up in Uranus.
All right, man. Hey, this is Shop Talk, coming to you through the courtesy of Dennis Kirk Motorcycle Studio. I'm Chris from Cycle Source, and we got more coming for you. We're going to take a real quick look at some tech. On the other side of this, we're going to come back with more Shop Talk. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
So let's talk about the proper way to put your disc on your phone. All right, gang, I have a brand new phone case here and a 2-pack of our iOdiscs. What we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and get this opened up and cleaned off so that we can get this disc put on here properly. Every pack, like I said, comes with 2, so you only need 1 in case you decide you want to switch phone cases or anything like that. You have an extra. So we'll go ahead and take one of these out. It does come with alcohol swabs as well to get your phone case nice and clean. The disc has a strong 3M VHB on the back of it. So we'll go ahead and get this cleaned up. Make sure that the alcohol is completely dry on the back of the phone case. This is a one-shot deal. Unless you want to use your second disc, of course. Make sure you line the disc up and center it. If you don't center it, it's going to be a little off balance. You definitely want it in the center. Oh man, where's my husband to make sure that I'm getting this just right? All right. Make sure you press firmly down on it. You'll hear some of the air bubbles kind of come out. There is a little plastic cover on here as well to protect the disc itself. So you can go ahead and rub it on there. Here's the trick. Don't use it right away. So you can take off your cute little plastic film here so you can see how beautiful it looks as soon as you pull it off. So now you have the disc on the back of your phone case. Here's my suggestion. Leave it overnight. At the very, very minimum, leave it overnight. It needs at least 24 hours to properly cure. Some say that 72 is the best way, but do not stick this to your magnet right away. this is your magnet. Don't do it. Thanks for watching with us. Be sure to shop all of our iOmounts products at getclock.com.
Joe from Motion Pro here, and today we're going to talk about the Motion Pro push rod tool. We've had the tool like this for some time, but this is a revised version. We've changed the pivot bolt. It now has a shoulder and a lock nut on it, so it's a little smoother feel. This will work on all collapsible push rods used on all big twins. You know, you're talking about twin cams and earlier, shovels, Evos, of course with OEM compatible style push rod tools. If you got things with skulls on them and things, well, you might run some clearance issues. So this is really just a great handy tool, and we're going to show you how it works. It's real quick and easy. You're going to put the bottom portion on the cup of the push rod. You're going to push the top plate against the head here, and you're going to squeeze the handle. Pretty simple and easy, just like that. My push rod clip is out. I can do what I need to do. Now, installation is just the reverse. Slide that guy in, kind of get this guy positioned right. Squeeze down, boom, you're in place. Real simple and easy. This particular bike is going through a little bit of a mock-up, getting a magneto put on it. We're kind of just checking things out, getting it lined up. So it was a good opportunity to take this guy and show you this new product. Thanks for watching. Please check out this product and other great Motion Pro products at motionpro.com, or check us out at your local motorcycle shop or your favorite online retailer.
Proven performance is not some sort of empty slogan or marketing catchphrase, but a way of thinking, a mantra, and something we've practiced every day of the week for the last 6 decades. Designed, manufactured, and tested in the heartland of America. On and off the track, S&S Cycle is the first choice in power sports performance.
This is Rick from RKB, and you're watching Shop Talk.
Hey, this is Chris and Heather with Smokeout. Smokeout is going back to Salisbury, the original Rowan County Fairgrounds. The reason why we signed on after 2 decades of this event going on and seeing 2 generations of chopper jockeys come out of it, we wanted to be here for another generation. We're having a thing called the Legacy Invitational. Let's ask some of the Smokeout OGs, guys like Paul Cox, Billy Lane, Jeff Cochran, Steve Broyles, Donnie Luce,
Pat Patterson,
Bill Dodd to come in and set up. And we've also assigned them the task of inviting a legacy builder, either newer builder or someone that's new to Smokeout to bring in as their legacy.
From what I understand, the people made this event.
Yeah.
Like you guys made this event, and that's what we want to bring back.
Smokeout's back. We're going back a few steps. Rowan County Fairgrounds. Tell your friends Smokeout is going back to Salisbury. We'll see you in September of 22.
You better get to work.
Okay, welcome back to Shop Talk. Mark, I can't believe at the beginning of the show, when we were in pre-show, I was talking about how horrible it used to be that we had gremlins and shit, and like, then all of a sudden the shit hits the fan, and we lost Heather's video. But Heather, you're still there, right?
Can you hear me?
Yeah. We can hear you. We just can't see you at all.
What did you
That's
do
all right.
up there?
Look, she's like the mystery person.
Can we put a little picture up there of her?
I could put
Something?
a picture, but it's kind of funnier if I do this. Oh,
That's
shit.
not very nice.
Are we still going to do the announcement even though there's no video? You don't have a video?
Well, yeah.
She going to hold up a picture or something?
So, for
I'll just
Smokeout.
Well, you're going to play a clip of music, right?
I
And then I'll
can.
throw up a link to them?
I can. For Smokeout, since we just had the commercial up.
See, and this is what you call working through the gremlin.
It is.
You're doing it.
We just had the commercial up for Smokeout, and
Mark,
we
let
wanted
your hair down. You can be me for
My
a
hair's
minute.
already done.
We wanted to do a live announcement. Damn! Listen, let me get control of this show for a minute.
Nobody's paying attention to you.
We want to do. We want to do a live band announcement for one of our headliners for Smokeout this year.
Good headliner too.
This is the first of these that we're doing. So this year on Saturday night, I believe, our headliner will be. I don't have a drum roll. How about applause? 9-pound hammer. Yes, baby.
I like it.
Let's hear something. Rub your daddy's lucky belly. Oh, yeah. So, Troy Phillips, no, it's not Rebel Sun. We tried and tried and tried to get Rebel Sun, but they're just doing such a limited amount of shows this year. We're going to try again for next year. A couple of the other...
Yeah, Troy, I think if I had emailed, texted, or called one more time, they were going to put out a restraining order.
They actually, Mark,
Just
sent us
so
a
you know.
message that said, hey, thank you for your many, many messages.
Detailed messages.
Well,
so we're gonna
At least tell me to piss off or something. Don't just ignore me.
I think that was officially your piss off, right there.
Yeah, it was.
So we got 9-pound hammer. That's one of our big announcements. We got over the next couple of weeks. We have a ton of announcements, but this is the time where you get out and get your tickets, get your spot booked because we have the Dennis Kirk Back 40 campground filling up fast, and anyone who is booking early gets preferential treatment to those campground spots. So that's all I'm saying.
Don't miss out.
Yeah, don't miss out.
I can't believe, like, it's literally hurting my brain to think of how much stuff we're putting into such a short time frame.
Yeah,
we have to. I should bring up the Smokeout website for a minute to show you guys some of the stuff that, like I said, there's the world's strongest biker, the Biker Worlds. That's something that we're hoping is going to turn into a fun event. You know, it's not meant before some of the whack jobs out there are like, what is it? We doing a lifting thing in a bike event? No, man, we're doing bike stuff. So rodeo games with the Shade Tree Boys. That's going to be a lot of fun. Old time, barrel run, slow race, weenie bite, plank walk. There's some stuff for couples on that too. Dirt drags. If you haven't heard that, we're definitely doing dirt drags complete with the anvil. Dennis Stauber is asking, how much does the anvil weigh? It's not an anvil this time. There's Atlas stones, they're V-twin motors, and it's going to be different weights. So 3 different motors you'll have to carry over a given distance, and each motor is going to get heavier. The mini bike games, there's going to be bike games on mini bikes, finals for both of those. The custom ride-in show, the Lead Sled Sportster Showdown. We have more shows to announce coming up soon, too. Legends and Legacy Gallery, the Smokeout Hall of Fame. We're going to have a new inductee to the Hall of Fame this year.
Tankful.
World's Strongest Biker. Tankful. Yeah, it's going to be packed, man. There's going to be something going on every minute. And in addition to Barnyard Stompers and Sneaky Tree, we can now put up on Saturday night the sultry, lovely sounds of 9-pound hammer.
I wouldn't go with sultry.
I could say salty.
Salty.
Steve Burrow says I still have the original anvils. That's great. I need
Did
motors,
I tell
though.
you?
They should be in the museum.
Right? Did you tell us what? Go ahead, please.
My goodness, I forgot. Howard,
this is ridiculous.
Howard Smith is bringing the porta potties for races.
No shit.
Yep.
So the actual legendary Porta John races from Suck Bang Blow.
I don't know if they're from Suck Bang Blow, but he's got 2 and he's bringing them.
Oh, dude. I
Just saying.
hope that's the ones. I hope that's the ones.
I did notice somebody posted earlier that they were practicing the office chair races.
You can't practice that shit. That's not fair. That's not fair.
It's good shit right there. Better beef up your office chair wheels. That's all I got to say.
Oh, my
Nancy.
Oh, that was so much fun.
Oh.
Hey, did you see the rules on the camping part of the site?
No.
No?
Am I supposed to look at that?
No, I thought it was cool.
Oh.
It's really simple. Don't be a dick.
So, hey, actually, while we're talking about this, can we actually talk about something serious?
Oh boy.
Oh,
that might be tough, but
No, go back to the camping page.
man.
Go back to what?
Go back to the camping page.
Okay. Go ahead.
Because what seems simple in my little pea brain, I think is confusing some people.
Oh boy.
So, if you are camping in an RV, you buy your RV spot. Everybody in the camper needs an event pass and a camping pass. You buy one RV spot. If there's 3 of you, then you need 3 camping passes. I'm holding up my fingers like you guys can see me. What an idiot.
Was that the end of
Wasn't
this?
that supposed to be serious?
I think.
Lost my ears.
Jesus.
So, yeah.
You're a hot mess tonight, dude.
Oh, Hot Mess
Questioning
Express.
what in the hell's going on up there?
Steve Burrow said it has to be a stock chair. There's rules for the
Oh.
office chair races.
Good call.
It has to be a stock chair.
I was talking with my hands, Mark. You know,
Booyah!
we come from the same background. You can't talk if you don't use your hands. And I knocked my headphones out.
I think you were getting a little carried away.
I was. So, yeah. RV pass, camping pass, event pass. Everybody in the RV needs a camping pass and event pass.
This has been
It sounds simple.
It's been a very informative show.
I think it's simple.
Poppy just told us it has to be a factory
Troy
office chair.
Phillips says, just the camper spot. Are we allowed a generator? Yes, we have full hookup.
Yes.
Water
We do
and
not have
power.
full hookup.
Wait,
They're
full
sold
hookup
out.
is sold out.
Hey, listen. I'm saying
Don't confuse it.
there are spots
don't
that
get
are
mad
full
at me.
hookup. There are spots that are power and water, and there are also primitive spots that you're on your own.
Yeah. So,
I'm
yes,
just
you
trying-
can bring a generator.
It's going to be a throwdown up in this his A.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, listen. If you could see her head, that's what we'd be doing.
Don't get her carried away. She's going to hand her earpiece out again.
Hey, did I mention this?
Uh-oh.
Daddy's lucky belly.
They do. I promise y'all, they do have other songs too, but they are kick-ass. I'm so excited.
They
and
are
yes,
good.
Poppy, preferably a quiet generator.
Yeah. Troy says power ones are sold out. Yes, they are. We sold out of power spots. I think we had 12 or 15 of those, and it was like nothing flat. So much so that Heather even sold the one power spot that we were supposed to have.
I know. We sold our own power spot.
It's bullshit.
We have generators.
Oh, you were so still for a minute. I was like, tell me that Mark's camera's frozen too, and I have to finish the show by my damn self, and I'm out.
No. You couldn't get that lucky. You would have had to say, well, you can hear audio from her else and say you would have had to say all
Right.
3 ends.
So, hey, one public service message I want to put up real quick. Rob Nussbaum reminds us that the Colonial Chapter National Meet is June 24th and 25th, Warren County Farmers Fairgrounds, Route 519, Harmony, New Jersey. Check them out. Is there a website?
That's all you got for us?
Colonialchapter.com.
Well, there you go.
That's what I got.
I put that in the events.
Okay, well, it's going to be hard for us to do events tonight without you on video, isn't it?
Well, I can still see them.
Okay. Well, look, I'll just bring up the events then. How
Just
about that?
put her question mark up there.
I
Oh,
can't.
yeah, put my question
I
mark
can't
up
even
there.
get the question mark up.
That won't come up?
Totally lost control
You
tonight.
did this
Mark.
on purpose, didn't
Totally,
you?
totally
This
lost
was a
control
purpose
tonight.
stunt.
It's really
Oh,
not. And now I
Whatever.
can't even find the events. The whole show is going to hell
Here
right
we
in
go.
front of right.
All right, well,
before our
maybe
eyes.
we should just say
No, don't say it.
Don't.
maybe we should bring this train into the station.
Nope. Here's the events without Heather.
Thunder in the Valley, Johnstown, Pennsylvania, June 23rd through 26th, 2022. Always a good time with Janie and her crew, and our Jack Shit's going to be there.
Yes.
Jack Shit's going to be at Thunder in the Valley.
Does that mean he's coming here?
June 20. I don't know. We'll have to ask. June 24th and 25th, Colonial Chapter National Meet, Warren County Fairgrounds in Harmony, New Jersey.
Is there an echo in here?
Go ahead, sing it, baby, sing it.
Born free.
June 25th and 26th. I'm not sure if grass passes are still available, but you can go to
Oh, I like the sound of grass passes.
Nice grass pass.
Lowbrow,
Sort
get
of
down.
fits.
Man, the weekend of June 24th is busy.
Busy.
Lowbrow Get Down 2022, Nelson's Ledges Quarry Park, June 24th to 26th. You can go to lowbrow.com and get more information on that. 2022 Iowa Hog Drags and Nostalgia Reunion.
Booyah!
July 1st and 2nd in Humboldt, Iowa.
Those poor hogs.
Fuel Cleveland. At Hale Farm, they've changed it up a little bit this year. They're
Dude, it's going to be so badass. It's going to be so badass.
Do we actually get to go this year?
I don't know.
That would be cool.
Yeah,
that's
July 30th, 2022. You can go to fuelcleveland.com to get more information. Mikey always does an outstanding job with that show, so go support that.
Hey now.
Cycle Source has so many events going on in Sturgis that they're actually not even all on this flyer because somebody hasn't done them yet.
Loser.
Our Ride and Bike Show is Sunday, August 7th. These all take place at the Iron Horse Saloon on LaSalle Street. Run to the Line Wednesday, August 10th. Rodeo Games Friday, August 12th. And Vintage Motorcycle Day Monday, August 8th. Be sure to come hang out with us in Sturgis. Poppy's Show, Old School Chopper Show at the Full Throttle Saloon on Monday the 8th. Man, that's going to be a busy day for us. Damn. Mondo Show, School's Out, Chopper Show, Saturday, August 6th at the Buffalo Chip Crossroads. Sportster Showdown at Camp Zero on Tuesday, August 9th with Pat and the boys. These are out of order. I'm sorry. Performance Show and Skinny Tire Bagger Build Off by our good friend John O'Brien over at Hardcore Cycles. That is on
Monday.
I think that's Monday, August 8th. And then Hell on Wheels Chopper Show, August 13th in Franklin, Iowa.
Hey, all of a sudden Iowa is coming alive, huh?
Yeah, yes, it is.
Yeah.
That one long road.
Good Times Motorcycle Show, August 25th and through 27th. I think that's put on by Chop Machine Cycles, if I remember correctly.
Yep.
And then Smokeout. And last but not least, we just got word from Tori and his team that Chopper Fest is back this year. December 11th in Ventura County Fairgrounds. Unfortunately, they had to take a hiatus due to the big C word, but they're back and they're bringing it. So you might even see us out there. I don't know.
Oh boy, that's a hell of a ride.
Yep. I'm down. I'm down for a little California time. Visit our West Coast peeps.
Especially in December.
I also got West Coast peeps. Aaron Green had a birthday yesterday.
I know. Happy birthday to our brother Aaron.
Yeah.
That's exactly who I was talking about going to visit too.
Would be fantastic.
Hey, speaking of West Coast peeps, not too long ago we had Dave Nichols on, relaunching the whole Classic Easy Rider thing, and we were talking about how if you signed up for Easy Riders right then, you were going to get a thumb drive of a digital issue of every copy of Easy Riders. Well, you know, COVID happens, the supply chain, everything's going on. It's crazy. Nobody's getting anything. All of a sudden now everything's stuck on a container on a ship somewhere. And for all this time they've been saying, hey, our stuff's stuck on the container. Well, lo and behold, while those thumb drives were on a container, they turned into CDs. I'm not sure what the process is.
I don't know. Maybe
but
just add water.
The thumb drive flattened out and turned into a CD. But I did get it. Apparently, the instructions say that it's good for, like up.
You can't put it in your DVD player. It's good for Mac or Windows.
Mac or Windows, and I think it can be used on up to 2 devices.
Maybe
and then the whole thing self-destructs.
Maybe it's like the Acme just add water thing.
I don't know, but I haven't done anything with it yet. But apparently, all 50 years of Easy Riders magazine right there on that disc. So
no more pesky page swiping.
Oh God, I got so much to be a smartass about, but we're out of time for this week. So
damn,
we got lots to plan on for
What a shame.
Sturgis are going to be off the hook. We got tons of announcements coming up. If you guys are not following us through cyclesource.com, Instagram or Facebook, make sure you hook up with that smokeoutrally.com as well. We're going to be putting out the rest of the bands this week, the rest of the builders this week, a bunch more of the events, so you don't want to miss that. What are you doing this week?
What am I doing this week?
Yeah.
God, hopefully not a goddamn thing. I'm prepping for all the stuff that we have to do for Smokeout.
Guess what Heather's going to be doing?
Oh, boy. What?
Making a magazine.
Working on her camera.
Camera? Cameras are so overrated.
Wait, this is a throwback to how I
It
started
used to
with
be.
Stop Talk, remember?
Yeah.
Back in the old day.
Yeah.
Huh.
Listen,
I started as just a voice.
She was just a voice up top.
Just a
Then-
voice.
and then there was 2.
we can go to this shot, Mark,
Oh, great.
because it's just us.
Just what we need.
I won't.
I'm out.
All right, man. Well, listen, thank you guys for tuning in. This has been Shop Talk, 90 to 120 minutes. All the bullshit we can fit through the courtesy of the Dennis Kirk Motorcycle Studio. We're going to come back next week. And next week, who do we have coming on, Heather?
Mario Krim from Knucklebusters podcast.
Mario Krim. The following week, we're having a full house with Steve Broyles.
Bobby.
Yep. And Jesse and Michael from Full Throttle Saloon.
Oh, boy.
Nice.
Yeah.
Those 2 are always fun.
And
I always like talking to Michael and Jesse.
So do I.
Yeah.
And Poppy's always enjoyable to talk to.
You know what's
so.
funny?
Oh, yeah, who doesn't love Poppy?
When you
And
first,
Poppy, I didn't mean that I don't love talking to you.
I don't know. It's sort of what I
just
heard.
got to you more.
the first interview I ever did with Michael and Jesse, you really expect Jesse to be like total wild ass, you know, rock and roll, like his stage persona. He ends up being the one that, like, you know, he's really got his shit together when he does interviews and stuff, and a wealth of information, tons of passion for motorcycling. So,
you know, when we did that interview with him poolside, when we did the Sturgis documentary,
oh, it's awesome.
That was an unbelievable interview, and it gave me a complete
Did you know
newfound respect
how many
for him.
people have said that exact thing? That,
Yeah.
like, seeing that interview brought a lot of things to light for him. But what about the last time they were on? Michael almost didn't make it.
Yeah.
And then he come busting in and he said, there's no way I'm leaving you guys talking shit on me while I'm not able to defend myself. So it was pretty good. Yeah, they're always a good interview. Those are two good people right there.
oh shit. Well, listen, man, thanks for putting up with our little bit of technical difficulty tonight. If you're not already doing it, get out, follow the Five Dirty Bikers. It's a blast hanging out with them, and you can do it every
You
time.
could end up in Uranus.
Every time they launch a podcast, you can spend some good therapy time with those guys. You know, everything that they're doing with Jared Weems and the Autism bike build, we're going to follow that, but you can keep up to date with them. Be nice to each other. The world's a shitty place. Gas prices are high. People's tempers are like this. Take a minute.
Luckily, I'm cool-headed, and I never let anything bother me.
Take a
Lying
minute.
is a sin, Mark.
Take a minute and be nice to each other for God's sake. It's hard enough out there. Until next week, keep your powder dry. Try to ride a motorcycle. We'll be back. Same chopper time.
Same chopper channel.
Bye, Felicia.
We barely made it through that. We'd like to thank our
That was
sponsors
touch
for
and
their
go.
continued support, and we hope you pay them a visit when you're in the market for great motorcycle parts, products, and events. S&S Cycles, Makuni American, Baco Parts, The Broken Spoke Saloon, Twisted Tea, The Iron Horse Saloon, High Seas Rally, Twisted Choppers, Twin Power, Drag Specialties, Geico, Law Tigers, Tech Cycle, Fueling Parts, Lone Star Rally, Hijinks Apparel, Progressive Insurance, Spectro Oils, No School Choppers, Motion Pro Tools.